Yeah, we're rolling. So.
Oh, hey, welcome everybody. I'm Jim, and this is or going to be a Norwood HD36V2 new machine. This is an upgrade for me. So the older you get, the more you find out that one probably shouldn't be trying to roll a 24-inch log on a manual mill or any mill and think you might not get hurt. So I decided I would upgrade and get one with hydraulics. This is the third sawmill I've used. The very first one was a roundy round, the way I call it, a Foley bell saw, a circular mill that I cut a heck of a lot of red pine to build a log house and cut dimensional lumber for another gambrel two-story barn at the other farm. But I got away from that roundy round thing and decided I needed a band mill, so I got a Norwood LumberPro 2000 from a guy in the northeast, upper northeast, where it's a little colder than what we're experiencing. Isn't this nice to have November 6th sunny weather? But anyways, that was a band mill, completely manual. This is a push through. I like that versus direct drive. And that was a push through. It was a 16-foot saw. I could sneak out with a 2-foot extension, 18. And that cut mostly hardwood up here, is just what I have on the mountain. So I built a timber frame shop up against the wall, 10 by 10s. And I didn't really care. I had some people telling me, hey, if you're building it, it should all be hard maple, or it should all be ash, or it should all be oak. I cut down the trees that I need to move for my wife's habit of horses, so she needs, when you're on the side of a mountain, you make your own green grass pasture. So if it was a maple tree, a cherry tree, an ash tree, an oak tree, that's what I cut, and that's what I built the timber frame out of. And that LumberMate did all that sawing. Once you've had a band mill, I think you really don't want to go back to a roundy round unless you're got some type of production thing going on. This is not a business saw. None of it has been. It's all just so I can build stuff to keep things dry. If you live out in the woods and you live in the country, you all know that you've got toys to keep you going, and I'm just trying to keep them out of the weather. So there's, I guess, a little history to how we get to even this stage. And as you can see, this is going to be a stationary mill. I have a lot of friends, I know a lot of people. And the next thing you know, if you got a trailer and wheels, and all of a sudden they want you to come by with your sawmill to cut their wood at their house. That's not me. I got my property and things to do, so this is a stationary mill setup. There's going to be more videos coming on about how we even got to this stage, and as I'm building it, we're going to use still pictures and we'll talk about things. Seems like a lot of videos you see got sped up guys with socket wrenches and electric wrenches and all that. We'll just take some still pictures, and I'm going to give you tips that I ran into, and by no means am I a Norwood professional employee building these saws every day, but if you look around, you'll probably see I put a lot of things together. So there's some things that I find watching other videos, or maybe what's being recommended by the manufacturer. There might be a shortcut. Like, I think it might have been mentioned in some, get yourself a 3/8 by 16 tap and tap all the holes because they're full of powder coating. Little things like that. I'll give you sizes of wrenches for this portion or that portion, sockets. If you are going stationary, I'd kind of recommend having a 2x4 underneath all the bunks in that spacing, because you can get your wrench underneath here for tightening up the bottom of the track. If that was just laying solid on the bottom, all those nuts and bolts are laying in the wood, and that ain't no good for you. So I guess we'll see you in the future. Thank Mr. Photographer there for doing this. And by no means am I a professional, but I'm just gonna see if I can help you out. All right, see you in the future.